Hi guys, welcome back to Thursday's edition of Miss Karen's Math Corner. I'm so happy to have you back. I love the responses that you've sent me, the answers. You've done a great job in working out the problem. Remember, I'll send you a response every time you text me an answer, but I won't tell you if you got it right or not because I want you to tune in on Thursdays. So before we get started with our answers, of course, we need another joke. So, why did the student get upset when her teacher called her average? Think about it. Because it was a mean thing to say. That was pretty funny, wasn't it? Okay. So let's get started here with our first problem. And if you remember, we got a little Stash hanging out with us again today. Miss Guy's puppy problem. Miss Guy has a very energetic puppy. The puppy loves to play outdoors, so Miss Guy decided to build a pen to allow her pet to be outside while she's at school. She just happens to have 20 feet of fencing in her basement that she can use for the pen. What are all the ways that she can set up a rectangular pen, and which pen will give the puppy the most room to play? Now, let's review what we talked about on Tuesday. The perimeter is the distance around, and to get that, we add all four sides. The perimeter is the amount of fencing that she had. 2 lengths and 2 widths. The area is what is inside the pen, and that is what is going to be available for our little puppy to play in. So let's go right to the first solution. Here we go. Okay, Miss Karen, here we go. Okay, Miss Guy's puppy problem. She has 20 feet would be the distance around the pen. That's the perimeter. Remember, the perimeter was 2 times the length and 2 times the width is 20. So if 2 lengths and 2 widths are 20, 1 length and 1 width would be half of 20 or 10 feet. Now, did you get that? So 2 times the length plus 2 times the width is 20 feet, the amount of fencing she has. The length and the width would only be half of 20, so that's 10 feet. So we ask for all the combinations that can make 10 because that's our length and that's our width. So length and width. So I simply made a chart. If the length is 1 foot, the width is 9 feet. If the length is 2 feet, the width is 8 feet. If the length is 3 feet, the width is 7. Then I have 4 for length, 6, 5 for length, 5 for width. Notice those are the same. 6 length, 4 width, 7 length, 3 width, 8 length, 2 width, 9 length, 1 width. Okay, so those are all the possibilities. Notice they do repeat. I have a 4 and a 6 and a 6 and a 4, but remember, this is the length and this is the width. So they're actually going to look a little different. That's the answer to the first part of the question. But the second question said, which combination has the largest area? Well, on our formula, we said area is length times width. So I have the numbers here, so it's a simple calculation. 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 8 is 16, all the way down. And again, look, all of a sudden our numbers start to repeat. Because here I had a 4 and a 6, and here I have a 6 and a 4. But remember, in multiplication, order doesn't matter. That's the commutative property. So both of those are the same. Which has the largest area? Well, the largest area was the 5 by 5, which gave us 25 square feet. Also, notice that if both sides are equal, what kind of special rectangle is that? That's a square. The closest you can get to the square will always give you the most area. So the answer to the second part of our question is the 5 foot by 5 foot pen has the largest area, which will be 25 square feet. Okay? Was that pretty easy? All right, well, let's try the second problem. If you remember, the second problem was very close to the first problem. Miss Guy has a very energetic puppy. The puppy loves to play outside, so Miss Guy decides to build a pen to allow her pet to play outside while she's at school. She happens to have 50 feet of fencing in her basement that she can use for the pen. Right all the way she can set up a rectangular pen, and which pen would give us the most room to play? Remember again, the 50 feet then refers to the perimeter, and the area would be what's inside. So let's go to the last page here, and here's our solution. Don't let it worry you, it's not that confusing. All right, so the perimeter is 50 feet, and we know 2 times the length, it's 2 times the width is 50 feet. We talked about that. So the length plus the width is half of 50, so that's 25. Now, we have a much bigger perimeter, so we're gonna have a lot more combinations. So I'm gonna start with 1 and 24, that adds to 25. I'm gonna go all the way down, 2 and 23, 3 and 22. I'm gonna continue all the way down. I continue here, 16 and 9, all the way down to 24 and 1. Again, notice you have a lot of repeats, but one time its length and 1 time its width. So these are all the possible combinations. There's a lot of them. There's 24 different possible combinations. So which one has the largest area? Well, area is length times width. We've set it up like this so it's really easy to solve. 1 times 24 is 24. 2 times 23 is 46. I keep doing the multiplication. All of a sudden, I get to 12 times 13. That gives me 156 square feet. Then I move to 13 times 12. Notice the numbers are the same, so obviously I'm going to get the same area. And then the areas repeat again. Notice how they repeat. So which pen has the largest area? Well, there's actually 2, 12 times 13 and 13 times 12. So that is the pen that has, those are the pens that have the largest area. Now on the last one, when we talked, we said it has, the square has the largest area. Well, in that case, 20 was an even number, correct? So that the length and the width each added to 10. So there was a center. When we did 50 and we divided it in half, we get 25. 25 is not an even number. So we can't get a square using an integer. You'd have to go to a fraction to be able to get a square. But this is the closest to the square we could get, and therefore that is the largest area. I hope you've had some fun solving this problem. Lots of different work, but it was pretty easy. Once you set up your charts or your pictures or however you're going to solve, it usually works out pretty quickly. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I hope you tune in next Tuesday for Miss Karen's Math Corner. Bye, guys.